Hey, welcome to Clark's Place. This is for the, I guess it'd be the 69 Torino Fastback.
That's what this kit is for.
This kit's gonna go on a 390 that's I'm building, but it's 428. It's still a big block Ford.
Are you sure this isn't for the Daytona? You bought
Probably right.
You bought 4 kits. We've been waiting on this kit.
Yeah.
So then we
Yeah,
can
it's
do
for the
it for my Charger up there and his Daytona right here. So there's your
There's your
Mark
Batman.
front end.
This goes on the front of the motor, water pump and all that. It's for a single serpentine system.
Yep.
And this just came today. This is Sunday the what?
21st or something.
24, yeah. A few days before Christmas. So, just gonna open up, kind of look it over. I know there's a lot of teeny boxes that we won't have to deal with, but right now. March, here's kind of what it looks like. It's the front, all single serpentine, however you say it. That's kind of the kit we got.
Yep.
4 of 440.
Yep. I got a black one. He got a chrome one.
Yeah, I got a chrome.
Or is that polished aluminum? What's it called?
Aluminum, it's called clear.
Oh, called clear.
So,
You got some of the boxes. Instrucciones enclosed.
yeah, I mean, all these things. There should be a water pump in there. This might be the fuel pump. Oh no, this is the power steering. You get your own power steering pump. Yep. You get a water pump, and I believe you get an alternator. So I want to see if at least those parts are here. Okay, so we have that. Those are brackets. I know those are the little things. This probably
Alternator?
here. I don't know.
Or starter? You don't get a new starter with this
No.
kit, do you?
Put my knife away, didn't I? I shouldn't have. Leave it out.
Leave it out.
There's
Water pump.
water pump. And then there must be the actual water pump is in another box.
Yep.
This is the housing, which is cool. So, one of these is the alternator. Ooh, and I bet this is it.
It looks like alternator box.
Look at that. Alternator.
I like alternators.
I do too.
Like gonna be water pump?
Should be.
Maybe probably.
Oh, air conditioner.
Oh, that's the air conditioner.
Yeah, that's air conditioner.
Compressor.
You get that too. You got to differentiate whether you want air or not, because it changes all the brackets.
Water pump.
Water pump. Those are the main components. The rest of those are just little
All the brackets and bolts.
brackets, bolts. Yep.
Look like water pump to me.
Water pump. How did I know? It even gives you all the bolts.
Yep, cool.
And the gasket. So.
All right, so this is the first video to start our video series of spilling beer.
Sorry.
He likes to bump tables. And putting two March what? Equipment?
March Performance.
March Performance.
Pulleys and brackets.
Front engine dress up serpentine kits on a 440 for that car and a 440 6-pack that's sitting right here. So yeah, we're gonna do it, and you can see how pretty it looks, and then you can judge for yourself if you like the March kit and get one for yourself from East Coast Garage. What is it right here?
I think so.
East Coast Garage. www.eastcoastgarage.com. Talk to Doug. He'll get you a kit sent out.
And there's kind of what we're doing.
Yep.
Beautiful kit. Everything
Looks
bolts
good.
to that, and you get all the components. If
And
you,
mine's basically a black one. Like
yeah, he's got it all black.
that one, maybe down there.
But
It's gonna be cool. So we'll do two motors together and should have a good time doing it. What do you think?
yeah,
For a good time call?
call March.
Okay, bye-bye. Or see you soon.
Today, I organized, and then probably tomorrow or sometime this week, Chris and I'll go through and start doing our motors. Anyway, what we have is the March Performance pulleys and brackets and serpentine. This is the this is the part that goes on the motor. The nice March logo there, it's embossed. That goes on the motor. Water pump goes to it. It's kind of like this here. That's not quite what we have, but we have a, of course it'd be under the Dodge, but I mean that right there is similar to what we have. It's a single belt. Drives all of our stuff. All of mine are the clear or chrome, if you want to call it that. I don't know that it's actually chrome. It's like aluminum, and then it's just brushed really, really nice and shiny. Chris on his, you can see he went with the black, so all his stuff is black. I've written down all the part numbers here that I received, and then I went through his stuff. There's a few where it's checked. That means they're identical. And then the Dash 08 on all the rest of them, I know the 08 is black. So mine doesn't have it. Of course, mine's the clear, but he's got a lot of black parts. And there's 18 or 19 different parts. And they're all here in the boxes. We're going to start going through them. I want to bring my motor and set it right here. And because it's on a stand, I'll probably take these two, roll around toolboxes, get them out of here, maybe put the motor right there, and then his car's here. So we bring that down. If we've got enough room in front of his, of course the mower will be out of here, we will just work back and forth. His motor's got some pulleys and stuff like that on it, so all that has to come off, even your water pump, because this comes with a new water pump, a new alternator, a new power steering pump, and an air conditioning, all in the same colors, finishes. And then all the pulleys and adjustables, all these little extras. So that's what we're going to be doing next on both the cars. And then I have another one right here. That's not marked, but yeah, I got it marked. 428. I've got my 428 motor over there, and it's going to go on it. So that's the status today. All done. I just want to make sure he got all the same parts I did. So neither one of us get shortchanged, which we're not. But anyway, it'll click here in a second probably, and we'll be into putting them in. Today, I'm going to be stripping off the front of, this is my 440 motor. That is a 440 6-pack. It's on an engine run stand, which we have run this motor. It seemed to do fine. Now all this has to come off the front because we are putting on a March Performance, which way back here, it's all on the table here at the water pump. Just put this part with some silicone. This is Chris's, that's his table. His is all going in his 440 motor. And when we're done, of course, it's going to look like this. So there's the big bracket. Very nice, kind of Batman looking bracket. But anyway, first thing I got to do is strip the motor down, because this takes special pins that come out on the water pump, and nothing that's on the front of that motor are we keeping. So we plan to strip both of them out and start assembling together. But I think what I'm going to do is I'll put it on time lapse and strip it down. Not that anybody cares, but all three, actually there's 4 components that go on it. You've got your alternator, the air conditioning, power steering, and of course the water pump. So I will turn this off and we'll time lapse a little bit stripping it. I don't think we keep any of these brackets. I don't think we keep anything. So I don't even think we don't even keep the main one coming off the crank. It's all separate. Okay, I have almost everything off here. I think I've dropped a couple little spacers underneath. I'll get those in a minute. But the water pump is, of course, still stuck on there a little bit. Hopefully it'll just pop off. Yep, I thought it would. It's been sitting for a while, so without any water in it. But it's a good water pump. Well, there's some crud in it, that's for sure. That's not good stuff there. Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff in here, so I have to flush this all out. That's going to end up here on the motor. Anyway, what I'm going to do today, I've already put the water pump together, and there's Chris's kit over there. Put his water pump together and put the silicone gasket and let it sit, tighten a little more a couple days later. But what I'm going to do now is get busy on cleaning up, taking off all the old stuff, which probably the video before this was taking all this off, because we don't need it. We got all the new parts. And I want to clean up the surface area of the water pump, inlet, outlet, whatever you want to call it. I've got some brake parts cleaner. I'll probably put a little on a rag or lacquer thinner, clean that up. Might have to use a little razor blade, a couple areas, but I'll probably put it on time lapse and get some things done here on this motor, getting it ready. Probably wipe all this down. Should still be pretty nice from having it before, but that's the plan. It's been sitting over there. Can't wait to get the 6-pack hooked up and running again. I'm not sure if I'm using this bell housing or the bell housing that is on it back there, but Chris's is up there. He still has not gotten all his parts off the front of it, water pump, all that stuff. So hopefully he will get it done soon and we can get started. We're going to do these 1-to-1. I may go ahead and put my 4 big bolts that come out and slide some pieces over it. It's not just to bolt the water pump. Okay, I've got the gaskets ready and the face is cleaned off. I'm not going to probably use any gasket sealer on it right now until I'm ready to put the water pump on, of course. And I may wait to do Chris's at the same time. But the instructions show these lower 2 bolts. It takes the studs. And of course the instructions say to disconnect the battery. We are building a car basically from scratch, so of course we don't have to make sure we empty the refrigerant out of the AC. Has to be evacuated. We did have to drain the system because we did run the motors, but you know, remove all the pulleys, all the nadir, all that stuff, which I've already done. So I've got everything cleaned off. Now all I got to do is, whoops, find the, know it's in this kit. Okay, the 4-inch, I would assume. I don't know if those are it with the Allens. No, it looks like those take nuts on them, and they're more than 4. Yeah, those, I don't think those are it. So it says it's S340. I guess I should find an S340 box. Oh, well, I don't see any anywhere. I would imagine it's in one of these boxes, but I know I've got a kit here, or some paperwork that says what I think what's in each one. So anyway, be right back. What it will look like. And got new instructions because the old instructions did not include this single bolt going through. It had smaller bolts bolting this on, and I mean, it was set up different than what this one is. So I got the new instructions, which Mark sent me these, which is great. So now we're gonna walk through these, and I guess apparently you can see one of these is long, this one's shorter. This is on the driver's side, and the passenger side, both of them are both long. But these are held in with you can see those are some long bolts, but what they are is all these spacers, which I don't think they had all these before. You do mount the water pump first according to the instructions. They go in with one small on both sides, and that would be one of these. It looks like it is. I have my glasses on. Yeah, it is a big Allen as well, which I have my big Allen wrench. It's actually the tool that locks in a back box on a pinball machine. It's that same size, so this works really well. But the bolt, these are standard bolts. There's one, and there's another, long ones. And those are to go in, I believe, here. No, maybe not. I knew I was going to have to take this out because it was in the way to take the bolts out on the car to begin with. I don't think that's it. Nope, that doesn't go through. So then I don't know which one it would be. 16 by 2.5 inch, so it's pretty long. Huh, I don't see it. Just these two smaller ones. And I don't even know that that's the right thread for this top. No, that's not the right. Well, I guess I'll have to do some figuring here and see, is it in another box or just where it is. So I'll be right back. Got a couple changes here. I had to get a couple standard bolts that go in this upper one here on the water pump. It'll be in this top hole, and you put those two top holes in first, and then you use the super long ones that are Allen. Oop. And those go through this plate here, and of course the long, this section here. So anyway, you got to hang it first, which I'm going to use something I've used probably since the 60s. It's we always called it Indian head, but it's called gasket shellac. It's the same stuff. It's the dark brown, black, whatever, for the gaskets. Took the old gaskets, or this was an old gasket. I'm not sure if I don't guess I used it on that, but I'm not going to reuse that. It's real thin. I've got some lot thicker that I'm going to use. I'm going to put it on the coating on this here first, then put this on it, and then take the other that I'll butt up to. I'll coat this surface here, and then put it up with these top two bolts, and then feed on the big bracket and the other 4 bolts that go in. So that'll be what I'll do next. I'll go ahead and put this on time lapse as I do this, and get a good idea of how it goes. So be right back. Okay, I've got the, like I say, Indian head, the shellac gaskets in there, and you always end up putting more than what the gasket is, of course. I wasn't thinking about it, but get these centered over the holes and just wiping off the excess. Not that it's going to show, but it'll look better. I'm going to stick a bolt through here, and I have this up here ready to go. These two surfaces, I've got plenty of the Indian head stuff on there, so I will concentrate on that next, putting the water pump on.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Okay, here's my side of the March kit install. Pops has already started on his, but we were waiting on some hardware. They didn't ship it.
Right.
So all that's got to come off the front of my good working running motor.
And
then
his
I got
is
the
all
black
in
one.
black.
I got the black one, so I got all that, and then
All
he's
these
got all
black
this.
ones. Mine's.
Okay, so battery died.
Yep, we're
But-
back. What we're going to do today is we're going to take the water pump off, alternator, the crank, pulley.
Harmonic balancer stays though. That's,
Yes,
Okay, that's not part of the kit.
because all these and air conditioner and power steering, all those come in the kit.
Like this one. Show the other motor you just did.
Yeah, there's all the components.
This is a 428. Watch my fender.
428 has been done.
Yeah, that looks good.
And what it does is you have one serpentine, however you say it. And then this comes off and put a socket in it. That's
tensioner.
that's your tensioner. And then you've got just the idle.
Idler arms.
So
Cool. That's
Yeah.
the 428 you're going to put in the Torino?
yeah, I've already been doing videos on that. So.
Okay, cool. All right, well,
And then mine, of course, same thing.
I think it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
So we'll zip out all my ARPs, get this off, and do we have the new gaskets for the new water pump?
No, we'll have to get the gaskets, but we'll get this all cleaned up. Make sure there's where you've had your gasket that's all surfaces clean.
Yep, cool.
So
Okay. We're not going to film every single thing. We'll
Yeah,
probably
well-
do a little time lapse and come back when things look prettier
yeah.
and give you all an update. Thanks for watching. Welcome to Clark's Place if this is the beginning of the video. Okay. Oh, you got
Your
the.
bolts for that.
I don't know what to do with them. You took them out.
I didn't touch it.
Yeah, you did. That's a pretty nice looking front end kit for a 440. Still, we were short yet another couple bolts to put everything in. I think the alternator
Yeah, that'll work.
bottom pivot bolt is wrong, so we didn't get that. So Dad emailed March. We'll get the next thing. Oh, you got extra bolts for that?
It was in the kit, so why not put the
Okay.
Allen ones in it?
Yeah, put the Allen ones on there. So yeah, I think that looks pretty dandy. And then if you look down it, I don't know if I can get the right angle in the camera. Everything is like perfectly lined up. Gonna be so cool. So are we still waiting for something for your kit, Pop?
No. Yeah, we got 2 of them.
2 bolts to get, oh, you need the bolts to actually mount. Yeah, you need these.
No,
They
I'm
didn't.
going to use your 2.
Oh, ARP bolts? You're gonna use them. Oh, okay.
I'm going to get those right now because they're never
Okay.
going to send them.
We're gonna throw my ARP bolts in here because I had to take 4 of them out on that for these guys. And I think we figured 2 of them are that same size. So we're gonna try to get ahead of the game, waiting on March to ship yet another bolt kit out that wasn't included in the kit. But this is a new kit. All right, tell me I'm wrong, Pop. This is a new kit that they're doing, that they changed the bolt hardware, and they're kind of in the middle of the instructions don't match and all of that, or...
I think so.
Okay. They're either the worst company in the world, or they're transitioning and making new kits. But
Well, those aren't it.
it's super cool.
Yeah. Very,
So-
very, very nice.
All right, until the next segment where we finish Pops's 440 6-packer. Okay, bye-bye. Enjoy. Look at that thing. That's pretty dope. Pretty cool. Love it. You like
We
it?
had 4 of those.
You like the black kit or you like your chrome kit better?
I don't know.
Or a brushed aluminum kit? I like the black. Black goes with my car,
Yeah.
but chrome will look more original for your car. Thanks for watching. We'll continue shortly.
Okay. Finished up the 440 for the Daytona. Chris's is already done. It's in black. And we did these together, but I finished mine yesterday. Now, I didn't record putting it all together since we already have that on his. They're identical except for color. So all these line up really nice. Just got to get the right belt, which is it's like a 71.5, I believe. So we got power steering, alternator, of course water pump and air conditioning, and then the 2 like idler, and then this is your tension. And take that off, you can stick a wrench in it and get it on there, and it puts the tension on it. But this one is the one I'm going to put in the Daytona. It's the 440 6-pack. We ran it, so we have run the thing. It's just still on the run stand. Had to modify it to get it up higher so the radiator worked. I just bought the Kessler aluminum bell housing. Got it from Dave Crane, Crane Transmissions. I have Chris's old one here that's been repaired, but I think I'm gonna use this one. That's what he's putting behind his. So lots of empty boxes now. There's a few extra bolts and stuff for this. Oh, and it does have a bell housing on it already. So we'll probably bring one of these to Carlisle in the future, because we don't need 3 of them for one motor. But anyway, that should take care of that. The Daytona is, I've taken all the paper off of these, both sides. I've kind of cleaned it up, blown it all off, took all the paper out of the inside, because I'm going to probably prime, probably not the floor and stuff inside here, but I'm going to reprime and probably reprime all this back here and seal it. I still got to make sure that everything's blocked and perfect on the outside, which is really, really close. And I've got other parts over there. I gotta get the hood out. Now that we have the room, of course, there's the other Charger. His is sitting here, but we'll go up on the lift over there. So I'll have all this area to work on this car and have the parts. But the bottom was painted once, but it was so, I didn't put any sealer behind it. So it seemed like it took almost a gallon of orange just to get it to cover. So I've scuffed it, paint, you know, sanded it all back down, which I'm gonna prime it all again. I gotta wipe it all down. You can see I've done a bunch of finessing here on the rocker, trying to get that perfectly straight. That still may not be perfect yet. So that'll be next. Getting it all sanded, primed, blocked, and then sealed and get it ready to paint. So that's what's next. So we'll see how that works out over the next week or two. Hopefully we'll have some good weather. Keep it open in here and won't have to run the air so much, but we're ready for going to be doing that. This other Charger here, it has the 70 Daytona fenders on it. I already got the holes and everything cut for it. And I just got another AMD door, and I already got a new one in here. So that's kind of our spare parts place to keep stuff for now. There's some Daytona stuff in there. There's the back window, of course the nose and the wing, because we don't have places to put everything. So we've done a lot of changing around in here, trying to get it back in order. So we're getting ready to go hot and heavy on getting his car finished, wired, and all the goodies put on it, and get this thing painted so I can start doing the same on mine. So with that, I will close. Until next time, bye-bye.